What's up, guys? This is Hitchy Good, your favorite all-American freedom-loving gamer, and today, DICE finally breaks the silence on the 3.2 update, also known as the class restructuring or class reintroduction, which a lot of us have been waiting for since the game came out. I think it was asinine that they took it out, and ultimately just DICE trying to, look at what everybody else was doing. They saw the grass is greener on the other side, but really they already had a winning formula. Why they didn't go with this in the first place, I don't know. But the good news is we are getting a class system back in Battlefield 2042. They didn't go over a whole lot here just yet. I'm going to have an in-depth review of the update 3.2 once it goes live, and unfortunately they still haven't given us a specific date, but they're running out of days to do this. It's already the 19th, so they've only got 11 more days until the end of January. But let's look in this. I'm going to read the intro here, and then we're going to scan around just a little bit, mostly confirming some things that we thought we may have already known. But hello there. Today we're here to discuss the upcoming changes taking place with the return to the class system and to go in depth on the improvements arriving with the update 3.2 later this month. Specialists at launch were polarizing, yeah, no crap, to some of our players with feedback particularly around the loss of class identity and a shift from familiar gameplay flow that you're used to. We heard that feedback and immediately began constructing a team to analyze it and put a plan together to determine the next step. Here's a look back through the journey that the team has traveled. Now, a lot of this is basically just saying, this is what we tried, this is what our team said. They said, the readability of encounters, so you didn't know if it was an engineer or an assault player you were going up against. They've improved that with the testing, improving the sense of role. And that was introducing the weapon proficiencies, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit. So I'm really happy that they're going through this. I really wish that the proficiencies weren't there, or just restrict them. It's fine. Like, they're so worried to go out on a limb and be what a Battlefield game is, because they're looking at what everybody else is doing and wanting to make that kind of money, but they would have made a lot more money if they just stuck with what they had. So they said, min-maxing is obviously a problem, and the way we play, as the current system is, with sentiment often showing that it's better to just reach for the same loadouts, as I often do, and the best combination available and stick with it, but also with balancing of gadgets towards other aspects of Battlefield, such as vehicular gameplay. Now for me, I've got an all-around great class. I keep myself healed up by playing as Falk. I've got a badass gun, that's the Scar. I can revive other teammates with my gadget. I've got a rocket launcher as an engineer would, and at the same time, I can keep myself revived and healed up as well. So it's kind of like you just might as well stick with that. There's no singular purpose in the game. To provide you with an example, prior to these changes taking place, every specialist had the ability to use a rocket launcher of some kind. This means that if there's a scenario where everyone can use a rocket launcher, we have to ensure that things are appropriately balanced for that type of situation. I don't know why you wouldn't use a rocket launcher in Battlefield 2042 as it stands. Rocket launchers being placed under within. Okay. The engineer class will now ensure that only a subset of our specialists will be able to use rocket launchers. There will be more readability to who is carrying a launcher, and allows for vehicle player to adjust their strategy for that, but also allows for further balancing for vehicles as time goes on. And they also give a little update here about rocket launchers with Liz. She's an engineer. She's going to be unable to use the alternate rocket launchers, that we normally have, as she already has the G84TGM, which is way overpowered in my specific opinion. That should just be like a law rocket. That's what it was. If you're fond of playing with Liz, you can select from the AT-Mine, EOD bot, or C5 explosive as your gadget. So it kind of just, breaks down the obvious. This is the jobs of the engineer, the assault, and everything. So we're really just kind of getting confirmation on this. Going into the weapon proficiencies, about a month ago, I think they did some data mining and found some proficiencies like the assault class of being able to aim down sights better or quicker. A lot of those have changed now. The assault rifles, if you're an assault player and you have an assault rifle, you got 3 extra magazines. Seems really boring to me. Engineer with LMGs, I think it's good. They're moving the LMGs over to the engineer class. I think that's an improvement. Improved dispersion while crouched or prone. I think these are really, really dumb. Really boring proficiencies, and I wish they would be better so people would actually play and use the exact same weapons as their class. I'm not going to run assault rifles just because, or stick with assault rifles just because it gets 3 extra magazines if there's something better. Plus with the engineer perk here, You've got improved dispersion while crouched or prone. Well, it only works some of the times, while all the other proficiencies work all the time on these different classes. Moving over to support, SMG, I think that's a good move to swap that over. I think SMG really complements the support player as opposed to the engineer player. You get a faster draw time. That's actually an exciting thing right there. That's actually an exciting weapon proficiency to use. Recon and sniper rifles, immediate, constant, and steady scope. Kind of boring, but I mean, I really don't know what else you would do for a sniper rifle. But anyways, really looking forward to this. Unifying your loadout. This is basically saying whenever you change your loadout, it doesn't matter if you change who you're playing as. If you're playing as Liz and you change over to another person in the engineer class, it's not going to change the loadout per se. But what's next, we don't know. They don't really tell us a whole lot right here. Just to kind of stay tuned. It's already the 19th, so I'm really looking forward to this coming out, and I do have a review already, you know, kind of putting that together and getting it ready to get some game time in and tell you guys what I think of update 3.2. But let me know if you are a fan of the class system down below in the comments. But other than that, y'all have a blessed day. Happy gaming. Get you good out.